Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Concordia University's Forest-Space. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event, JMSB's 16th Annual Graduate Research Exposition. Just to help situate you, we are streaming to YouTube, live from Forest-Space. We are located here on unceded Indigenous lands in Tiohtià:ke, Montreal. Here at Forest-Space, we work with our university community to help mobilize knowledge, co-create daily activities that examine research questions, projects, things happening across the university. Today's a little bit of a different event, but it is being run as a live stream Zoom meeting, so we welcome comments there. We'll see them in the chat. We're not going to do a Q&A. Those of you here in the space, you know why you're here, so I won't go through that part. Okay, it's very much my pleasure now to introduce the chair and the professor of the Department of Management, the John Molson School of Business, Linda Dyer. Linda, welcome. You can go on up.
Thank you so much, and I am so excited. This is our 16th edition of the AGRE, the Annual Graduate Research Exposition. This is the time when students get up from their desks, get up from behind their computers, and they come out to share their research with the world. And the world includes the audience here. It includes the people who are watching the live stream, so it could be colleagues, it's their professors, but it's also some of their bosses. It is the world. And so I am very happy to be able to introduce our students. Each of them is going to come out for the first part of the event and give you their name and a tiny glimpse of their research. We'll do that in order. We will get that done in the first half hour. And then after that, in 3 waves, 7 or 8 at a time, you'll be seeing the posters, and you will be able to follow up on the little glimpse that you got from the beginning of their pitches. So in order to make sure that everything goes on time and smoothly, I'm going to stop talking now, and I will introduce you to the first of our students, who is on his way out.
Hello everyone, I'm Hussam Al-Maleh. 90% of startups fail. Part of the problem is balancing how to manage their business and transform their innovations into viable solutions. This is where incubators come in, providing support and coaching to these startup founders. My study looks into how these startup founders learn how to manage their babies. By interviewing founders and coaches at a Canadian startup, I see how relationships influence the way founders learn these management procedures. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nikki and my research is about privacy decision making. Generative AI tools can predict users' behavior and use sensitive personal data for model training, which raises privacy risks. Users have privacy concerns, but still disclose sensitive information. This is called the privacy paradox. I want to explore whether users disclose information because they perceive more benefits than risks, or they fail to detect the conflict between their privacy concerns and information disclosure, and the factors influencing this failure to run experiment. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Emil Eekhout, and today I'm going to present to you a solution to ensure that Canadian universities maintain their rankings as some of the best in the world, which ensures that you guys get the top talent into your businesses. And so you may be asking, why are universities being at risk of losing their status? Well, they're facing challenges such as a decrease in student enrollment, a decrease in financing, but their role is also being threatened by the rise of technology that has now put knowledge in the hands of everyone, especially with the rise of generative AI. So in order for universities to survive across the country in today's digital age, they're going to need to produce more applicable, concrete, and research that can be used directly with less resources than they previously had. So this might actually sound like an impossible challenge, but today I'm going to show you how we can maybe fix it.
Hi
Hi everyone, my name is Liz. In the hiring process, we use all the information we have about a job applicant, even if it's not relevant to the job. I did an experiment with hiring professionals where I manipulated a fictitious job applicant that said that they were either the sole primary provider for their family or they were the primary caregiver. I manipulated their gender and their role, and I found two things. First, we still prefer women in female-dominated roles such as nursing and men in male-dominated roles such as engineering. And even though women were viewed much better than men in all dimensions except for salary, they were not given higher salary recommendations. This is important because gender bias still permeates the hiring process, and gender pay equity is something that's still pretty stubborn. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Andrew J. Forbes, and I am a professional jazz musician. You want to hear something crazy about professional music these days? It's about Spotify. Did you know that 40% of Spotify playlists that are curated by them are actually embedded with artificial intelligence generated music that Spotify has created? No? It's because they don't label it, which is an interesting phenomenon with platforms, with this data advantage that they are starting to take that data advantage, turn it into new content, and supplying it as something on their platform. My research is investigating this phenomenon. It's very recent with Spotify, January this year. But I'm looking at Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Google to investigate exactly what is even going on with these markets. Are we getting rid of musicians? Hopefully not. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christina. Why do executive women, some of them, decline career advancement opportunities or opt out of an executive career track, whereas others decide to continue advancing? 19 top executive women in Canada shared with me their stories about decisions they've made to lean in and lean out of the C-suite. From listening to their stories, I discovered that there's more than one way to lean out. I also heard what motivated their decisions and what they were willing to forego. Women are underrepresented in the C-suite, and this has a negative impact on both organizations and society as a whole. We hope to determine levers that can be used to create winning conditions so that more women decide to join the C-suite and remain there. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Trevor Gilmore. So I don't know if you've been to your local Costco lately, but they're selling the latest Taylor Swift album there. It's one of many albums that is coming in the vinyl resurgence of the last few years with steady booming growth. And it's a lot of it not just due to scarcity tactics, but also due to collectability. So you're not just seeing black vinyls being produced now, it's also you're seeing multicolored vinyls with alternative artwork and different cues that signal to customers that this is a collectible. So my research talks about these two phenomenon and basically shows that collectible features actually have a stronger impact on consumer behavior than scarcity, which goes against what we typically see in the research. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonas, and I look in the consistency of companies' reporting practices, so between their financial reports and their sustainability reports. So essentially I look at, do firms that produce high quality financial reports also produce high quality sustainability reports? And by high quality I don't mean the performance that they report in these reports, but how much useful information is contained in the reports that they provide. And I do this using a tool from machine learning, like most people do this today, and the tool that I use is cosine similarity. And so it lets me obtain a distribution of, do high quality financial reports map with high quality sustainability reports, or is there a disconnect between the two? Thank you.
Hello everyone. Imagine you are opening your social media just to check one notification, and 15 minutes later, you are still there. Sound familiar, right? No problem, you're not alone. Over 800 million people worldwide struggle with social media addiction. But the interventions put the responsibility on users, not on the platforms. I'm Iman Gudarzi, and my research explores how AI-driven interventions can help users to regain control of their screen time and social media use. So if you're interested, please pass by, and I'd love to share how my research could make a difference for you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nuri. So, despite many efforts, extensive evidence shows that discrimination against the minority is still prevalent in our marketplace. So, to resolve this issue, some companies start to use AI as a tool to address this issue. However, the effect of using AI is still unclear. And my research investigates this issue. So I explored how AI can enhance DEI initiatives within firms and how it impacts brand evaluation. Throughout 3 studies, I identified socioeconomic status as a key moderator, and it influences particularly minority consumers' fairness perception of the firm, which in turn enhances a brand evaluation. Thank you.
Imagine running a small business. Over time, you will gather tons of data on customer finance operations. It can be overwhelming for you, how you can transform this data into profitable and smart decision. Here is where big data analytics come in. Hi everyone, my name is Pega, and my research focuses on how SMEs, small medium-sized enterprises, can leverage their decision-making by using big data analytics. Big companies such as Amazon, Google already are leading data-driven strategies, but how about SMEs? Is it profitable for them? My research says yes, with the right tool, approach, and mindset. Let's see how data can help your business success. Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Ali Reza. You should know that in these days, a lot of companies are trying to adopt generative AI to stay competitive for innovation and efficiency. But from the other side, they are facing with a lot of challenges that would complicate the implementation process and also lead them to a lot of setbacks. If you check head news, you can see even giant companies like Google, Samsung, or the other companies are striving with these kind of challenges. So in my research, I'm going to find what are the organizational capabilities, specifically IT-related capabilities, that could help organization to navigate this implementation process and handle all these challenges. And by that, I'm going to provide a strategic roadmap for all businesses to have a sustainable long-term AI initiative. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alana, and I wonder, have you ever struggled to identify which information is a legitimate one? I know I have. I hear something from my friends, I go online to learn more about it, and I find completely different information. And the more I search, the more confused I get. The struggle is frustrating, but imagine your health depending on you finding the right information. This is the challenge that my research focuses on. Using a qualitative approach, I study how menopausal women learn about their physiological changes in a hostile environment full of misinformation. My findings show that this context does create a lack of trust in outside sources, but there are ways of changing that. If you're interested, stop by my post. Thank you.
Amazon increased its sales by 30% simply by improving their recommendation systems. That got me thinking, why do we trust some types of product recommendations more than others? Hi, my name is Melina, and my research is about consumer perceptions toward AI-based product recommendation. I examine how different types of product recommendation, whether it's based on browsing history, consumers like you, or AI, can affect consumer perceptions and their purchasing intentions across different product types, whether it's hedonic or utilitarian. Using experiment, I examined how factors like fear or usage of AI can affect consumer perceptions. I have gained valuable insight that can help business refine their use of AI in marketing strategies. If you're curious to learn more, I'll be happy to share. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Elahe. My research question came from a real situation when I worked for 2 Canadian startup companies. I realized how it is challenging for them for choosing the appropriate influencer, especially those for smart technology and innovation solutions. Social media influencer marketing is one of the effective marketing strategies. Yet businesses have struggled to choose influencers to showcase their products to their audience. In my research, I help businesses, specifically tech startups, understand better the influencer marketing and make smarter decisions and maximize their impact through influencer marketing. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Let me start with a question. Do you have a financial planner? And if so, do you understand what he does? Since financial services are complex and opaque, the answer is probably no. My thesis focused on financial planning. The first part illustrates how they will impact your financial outcome. Then, in the second part, we add PFP software and specialists, which allows us to explain if your financial need will be met. My name is Pierre-Étienne Pilote, and if you want to learn more about your personal finance, come see me at Poster 17. Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée.
Hi everyone, my name is Eric Policino. What if I told you that businesses could learn their best talent strategies from MBA teams? My research explores how businesses maximize their star players' impact by aligning them with firm strategy. Using a comparative case study of 4 MBA teams, through the resource-based view and dynamic capabilities theory, I see how businesses use exploration and exploitation to sustain competitive advantage. My research has broader implications in industries where firm-specific human capital is a game changer. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashkan. Recent return to office mandates have introduced more tensions into the dynamics of the employee-employer relationship. And given the pivotal role of fairness in maintaining such relationships, we decided to study changes in remote, hybrid, and on-site work through a fairness lens. And our results revealed that in one sentence, such return to office mandates not only fail to address the concerns of those whose jobs are only doable on site, but also exacerbate the unfairness perceptions among those whose jobs can be done remotely. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Verena, and I'm asking you, does freedom at work come with trade-offs? As flat hierarchies and self-managed teams are growing, promising freedom and flexibility, holacracy is a new organizational practice that empowers employees to have lots of autonomy, no bosses, no titles, just roles. Is this much freedom actually empowering, or can it also become overwhelming? In my research, I intend to develop a scale to measure holacratic work systems and test if its dimensions may drain employees' energy resources. And I expect that there is too much of a good thing. Thank you.
Media is everywhere, shaping narratives, influencing perception, and putting the CEOs of big firms under the spotlight. But how does media attention, whether positive or negative, impact the CEO's decision-making? And how does that in turn shape a firm reputation? We don't fully know yet. That's why I'm analyzing 10 years of CEO media coverage and firm data to uncover these connections. Hi, my name is Saide, and I invite you to my poster presentation for more details on my research. Thank you.
trucking on the country road. Sounds like a fun job. Not according to these numbers. To address the truck driver shortage, I focused on immigrants, women, and young Canadians. I built one framework based on the JDR model, interviewed 14 drivers, and came up with a few recommendations. I am Johnny from MSc Management, and I recommend all of you to be nice on the road, because if you think traffic is bad, that's what these people deal with on a daily basis, all day, every day, all year round. Thank you.
So thank you so much. You got all sorts of little nuggets of the things that students are going to be talking about for the next hour and a half. There's a schedule, so they'll be presenting their posters in order. You very shortly will see the first 8. 15 minutes later, we switch to the next group. 15 minutes after that, we switch to the final group, and then we start over. And so if there's something that you feel that you've missed, hang on a bit. You'll be able to talk to that student. So on this note then, I will say thank you to the audience who's not here, who's remotely looking at this. Please send us your comments. The more we learn about your experience, the better we can do this next year. And for the in-person audience, I encourage you to walk around, chat with people, talk about what they introduced you to a moment ago. And when you're done looking at all the posters, you're free to circle the one that you like best for the most popular poster vote. You'll be able to get a ballot near the front of the room. You'll drop it in the ballot box, and the most popular PhD poster, the most popular MSc poster will also be prize winners. For the judges who are here today, thank you so much for being here. Obviously, your vote is going to count too. The minute you've finished with your conversations and you've done your rating, please give it to me or to Natalie, whom you met out front, or to Joel, who maybe you didn't meet out front. But we will then take these ratings and we will determine the winners of the competition. So on that note, I'll say, have fun, be stimulated, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Zoom. And of course, you here in the space, you're all heroes. Those were amazing presentations. Judges, welcome in. We're going to be closing up the live stream now. Just a reminder, this remains available on our YouTube channel, so you should visit it consistently. Okay, on to the next part. Thank you, everyone.